OK, more on the breaking news on England's game against Poland after two members of the Poland squad tested positive for coronavirus. Rob Dorsett's got the latest for us.
Yeah, hi Bella. Breaking news, and as you say, it concerns England's game against Poland, the toughest of their World Cup qualifiers, due to take place at Wembley tomorrow night. You mentioned there two Poland players have tested positive. That's in addition to two that tested positive earlier on in the week. So 4 Polish players in total are not going to be able to play against England, and the Polish FA put a pretty ambiguous, shall we say, tweet out this morning that said they wanted to talk to UEFA urgently about the matter. There were concerns that the game might be called off, or that Poland wanted the game to be called off. I can tell you now that is not the case. I've spoken to the Polish FA, and crucially, the game against England tomorrow night goes ahead as planned. Poland do want to talk to UEFA urgently, though, because they believe that Grzegorz Krychowiak, their locomotive midfielder, a key player for them, who's one of those 4 that's tested positive, they think it's a false positive test result that he's had back. Now, to explain the background to that, he tested positive for coronavirus back in December, missed a Champions League game as a result of it, and he's maintained high levels of antibodies in his body ever since. The Polish FA have been monitoring that, so they believe it's the high levels of antibodies in his body that have caused this false positive test. They're talking to UEFA to see whether Krychowiak can actually still play in the game. As things stand, the Polish squad is flying to England, to London, in the next 15 minutes. So they're coming without the 4 people that have tested positive, without Grzegorz Krychowiak. If UEFA give him permission to play, he will fly separately in a private jet ready for tomorrow night's game. But the crucial news, after all the concerns we've had this morning with Poland having 4 positive tests, is that the game goes ahead. England can prepare for it as planned. We'll be live to England training a little bit later on this morning with my colleague Kaveh Solokol. But the game goes ahead. England can plan for that. The World Cup qualifier against Poland tomorrow night at Wembley is still on.
Right, OK, thanks ever so much, Rob.